some youngsters seeing that being a banker, which was a very respectable job, or being a consultant can do a lot of work, but look like even the banks will get into trouble and actually get the public into trouble. So they're looking for an alternative path of in their career to contribute to society. And also because of this kind of general trend in the community and the business, I guess a lot of community organization and also business organizations are also promoting social enterprises and impact investing as alternatives to what we have to help the society and the business. So social enterprises become more popular, and I guess we just in this particular class, we just catch the interest of students. Social enterprise could mean different things to different people, but basically social enterprise will pursue a social mission with using or with a business method or model to make the social enterprises sustainable and be able to make large social impact. I would say all the students could study this course because social entrepreneurship and social enterprise is actually multidisciplinary. And for a social enterprise to be successful, we need different people with different backgrounds to work together. And then the benefits of the course would be multiple. On one hand, it will help the student to broaden their view on what are the most important social problems in the society, and what they can contribute to society. And also it will also train up their mind in terms of being creative and trying to solve real life problems, and also make them to think about how they could solve a business problem from scratch. And for students who may not want to set up a social enterprise, they can also benefit because I think social enterprise is going to be very popular, more and more popular. And as a business student in the future, no matter what area they are going to work, they could be professionals, they could be entrepreneurs themselves, or they could even work for government. They're going to work with some social enterprises in the future. Yeah. And then if they got into investment, they are kind of increasing trend in terms of what we call venture philanthropy. So investing not just to optimize profit, but to also optimize social impact. And then philanthropy is going to be huge. The course has several objectives. One, obviously, is to let the student, mostly MBA students, to have a higher awareness of social enterprises and venture philanthropy. And then we also give them the background, the skills, particularly consulting skills, and also design thinking to work with a few selected social enterprises that we pick. These social enterprises will be the partners of these students, and the students, we work them to improve the operation or help them to think about other expansion paths. And the students will need to help this social enterprise to pitch to a panel of judges for $250,000 of money fund to help the social enterprises to grow. So I would say basic knowledge, skills to consult, and then ability to work with real-life corporations would be the objective of this class. Well, the student has to go into the community and work closely with the partner so that they understand really what the social problems are about and the underlying issue, the root cause that drives the problem. And then I think then they need to work closely with the social enterprises using the skills we teach them, and also work together as a team. And they also need to think from different angles, not just from business, but they also need a social angle, and they may need to be like a social worker who can empathize with the people with social needs, and at the same time, they also need to be an investor who need to evaluate carefully, how they will allocate resources so they can get the highest return in terms of profit and social impact. So it's kind of difficult for them, pretty challenging.